now, back to the Splash, live.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Splash Live. Dave Scott in Traverse City. And hey, we're talking tourism here today. I know normally we're in West Bloomfield doing all West Bloomfield stuff, but the Governor's Conference on Tourism is going on. It's surrounding us. That's why you're hearing all the sounds that you are. And we're in the My Michigan TV booth right now with some of the leaders of the tourism industry in the state of Michigan. And he is the number one guy in Traverse City. Trevor Tkach is with us. Trevor, thank you very much for joining us.
Always a pleasure.
It doesn't say number one guy on the bottom of the screen. You're the what's your title again?
The president and CEO of Traverse City Tourism.
President and CEO of Traverse City Tourism. You know, how do you get up every day with such a terrible product?
I know, it's really hard. It's really hard. I tell you, there's so many things to be grateful for. This state has so much to offer. Traverse City is just one of many great spots to visit. You know, I love coming down to your neck of the woods, downstate, down there a lot. But I also know there's a lot of people downstate who love coming up to Traverse City. So we got to keep telling those stories, letting people know the new things that are coming and all the fun stuff to do.
You know, it just seems like Traverse City keeps getting better and better and better every time I go there. Obviously, you have all the amazing natural resources, but you also in northern Michigan have, I kind of call it, I hope this is okay, you've got such a great urban experience there. The perfect sized town with kind of a Ann Arbor vibe to it in northern Michigan. I hope that's okay to say.
Yeah, no, it's nice of you to point that out. I think a lot of people go straight to the outdoor rec because that's what we're most known for. The wine scene is starting to grow, but we do have a really nice, developed downtown. It's a small town. It's not a big city. It's got a lot of charm still, but it's got a lot of amenities. There's more than 200 shops on that 2-block stretch of downtown Traverse City. A lot of restaurants, a lot of galleries, and some really nice boutique shops. So you can either, go find great things for yourself and have great treats along the way. Or you can go, shopping for anybody in downtown. There's so much to offer right there in downtown Traverse City.
And Trevor, you continue to add amenities, more accommodation options. You've got all those wonderful places right along both bays. And then I continue to see more places to stay and more things to do in your area. Are you continuing to see development and growth in Traverse City?
Oh, we are. Yeah, clearly it's a great spot to be doing work. And just like any place else in the state, we're going through our challenges, trying to, get things up to the optimum. And I think you hit on a good point. These new amenities, these new opportunities coming online, they're responding to a demand that exists. People want to come to Traverse City. We have to provide that opportunity to them, and we're getting there. Just like everywhere else, we're working our way to a point where we can probably provide anybody who wants to come to Traverse City an opportunity to do so in the middle of the summer, because we know that that's when everybody wants to be there in the middle of the summer. So the job that I do is making sure those great amenities are being used 365 days a year, because we don't want it to just be a summer destination. Traverse City is a great spot to see in the fall and in the winter and in the spring. And quite frankly, it's a more intimate opportunity when you do that, right? So when you come up and you hit the wineries, say right now, springtime, perfect time to go, because it's a little bit slower. Maybe the blossoms are just coming on the trees, but you come midweek, say in April, you may have a winery all to yourself. And think how special that is, seeing the winery, meeting a winemaker, really, really unique opportunity.
And the wineries too, they continue to perfect their gig as well. Every time I go to a different winery, they have a new experience. They've got tasting, they've got tours. They're bringing groups in. They're having weddings. I mean, they've really figured out how to maximize what they have.
They have, and they're being recognized for their work. We're an award-winning destination now. At first, it was it's new and it's fun. Now it's like, no, this is sophisticated. This is a real experience. A number of varietals now. It started off as just a Riesling, and people kind of associate that with sweet wines. But I tell you, there's reds, there's diverse whites, a lot of dry and sweet opportunities. So we've probably got an option for any palate type. And what I love most, as you were pointing out, is every winery is a different experience. You go to any one of these wineries, and it's totally different. Panoramic views, wonderful settings, but all of them are unique in their own way.
Well, I must confess that Cherry Festival is still amazing for me. Last summer, I'm on the boat watching the Blue Angels go by. It's one of those iconic events in the state of Michigan.
Yes.
And Cherry Festival, that's the big thing for
Oh
you
man,
guys in
I tell
Traverse
you,
City.
it is. It's so iconic. More than 90 years of celebrating agriculture and tourism. It was the reinvention of Traverse City when we got out of the logging business. We were ag and we're tourism. We're still that in a lot of ways today. So it's a celebration of where we've come from. And you're right. I mean, that free air show over West Grand Traverse Bay, there's nothing like it. Thunderbirds will be there this year. Bayside Music Stage has a full lineup of great concerts. They just announced that Flo Rida is going to come to
All
Traverse City
right,
this year.
really?
Yep, just added that the other day, so that's exciting. So a lot of fun opportunities for a lot of different tastes. Not everybody wants to see the same thing or be a part of the same stuff, but there's more than 100 events that week. So you can come and do just about anything at the Cherry Festival. There's something for everybody.
Are there deals? I mean, I've got a lot of seniors
Yeah.
in our community. You know, we've got an aging community. I think we can say that. I hope everyone's okay. But seniors, they're in a budget. Is there a way that they can come to Traverse City, pick the time of year
Well,
they come, or what should they do? If they
I'm
wanna
glad
save a
you
buck?
brought that up because I would say Cherry Festival is a good example, but that's a mostly free event. So
That's
you think
true.
about all the activity that you can take in. But you probably wouldn't have to pay $1. You can come down to the open space park, the food court, the farm market, all the activities, the parades, the air show, all that's free. From going back to the seasonality piece that I referred to earlier, you can find some spots midweek. Is always look midweek. If you've got flexibility, don't come on Saturday and Sunday. Come on a Monday,
Sure.
Tuesday. Because we'll call it a trough. The middle of the week is an opportunity because normally there's availability, and try to find a season that's maybe not quite as high demand. If you can travel a month other than July, try it. I tell you, the surprising soft spot in our schedule tends to be late August because schools go back in session. Things start to flip. Football season starts up. But the hotels are still open. All the amenities are ready to go. So you might get a deal there.
You're so right. I see Northern Michigan slow down in like mid to late August, and there are rooms available and great deal. And then September for seniors, back to them for a minute. September, that is just the time. The weather is still summertime perfect most years,
Yep.
and there are an awful lot of deals. Trevor, thanks for your time. One final question. You've got a great airport in Traverse City.
Yeah.
And does the world know Traverse City? Does the country know Traverse City?
We're getting there. So there are 17 direct flights in the summertime, nonstop directs to Traverse City from all across the United States. And it's growing every year. It grows and grows. So for us locals, us Michiganders, let's be thoughtful that this is becoming a hotter destination. So book early.
All right.
Get your reservations in before the rest of the world. Because you don't want to miss out on your Traverse City experience this
All
summer.
right. Well, thank you for being with me.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing a minute with all of our West Bloomfield, Keogh Harbor, Sylvan Lake, Orchard Lake people. We're water people,
I love it. Well,
so we love coming.
We're water people. You're water people. It's a match made in heaven.
All right. We'll be back in a minute. We're going to take a break. More of the Splash Live coming up from Grand Rapids right after this.